Good morning and welcome to a brand new video. I'm just about to jump on a live trading session with the rest of Envision, about to see what's happening in the markets. I'm looking at a trade on gold. So without further ado, let's dig into it.
If there's anything in life that you don't currently have right now, it's because of who you are and how you think. What I need you to do is I need you to find a reason to keep going. And if you can find a reason to keep going, I know you're strong enough to do it because you're human. Every human has what it takes to get past whatever they're going through if they decide to. Push through it. Push through it. Tragedy and trials come to everybody. Only the strong survive. Listen to me very closely. Y'all running from obstacles when in fact it's the obstacle that's gonna take you to the next level. Like y'all running from pain, y'all running from challenges. You telling me how difficult your life is. Do you understand it is the difficulty that's gonna prepare you and take you to that next level?
To grow the individual will to become something, you must get comfortable with fear and failure. They must be your best friends. They're the only one that moves that needle of life. And the difference between a champion and someone who's forgotten is that a champion shows up. That's the only thing. Every day shows up. Gives himself a chance to make a difference.
We've got order flow that is very much to the upside. Bullish PD array supporting high prices, right? We've tapped into this OB to the left, which is very nice coming into yesterday. And you can see this huge reaction out of this area. Now with this, clear target remains intact for higher prices. We already know that at some point in time, we're gonna see the market pull back. However, do I wanna be the trader that is gonna try and call the highs? No, I definitely don't. I'd rather just play the trend until we get that sign of reversal. So that's the plan of action here. Same with the other day as well. So that was the script here. Then, let's go down to the lower time frames. Right, this doesn't need overthinking. A lot of you will be looking at two main things here. So look at the trade the other day. This was 2 days ago, Tuesday. Let me know in the chat, what do you see? Think about daily cycle, what do you see? Whilst I sip on my coffee, get cooking. Daily cycle number 2. Okay, good. You see potential low of the day form in Asia, right? We all see that? Now there's two main signs for that could be the low of the day. Anyone want to hint a guess? I say hint a guess, you all should know. What's the signs this is the low of the day? Even though it is at nearly 4 AM. We're about to hit that first draw as well. Perfect. Sweep. Yeah, but a little bit more detail, right? So we've obviously got that sweep of liquidity. Does that mean anything if price action is corrective? No, it doesn't. Well, my mind would go to a few things. This current range, you can see, it's a nice expansive range. We've not consolidated throughout the entire thing. We've pushed higher coming into the day. Clear, obvious manipulation. So the power of 3 is just ahead of time here. Because what we usually get is the London Open form manipulation. That trading view alert was a bit loud. We've got London Open usually forming that manipulation, then we actually have that continuation afterwards. Here in Asia, we've formed manipulation. So what am I expecting London to do? Continuation, which is what we got. So where does price pause? Look at this. The reason I'm showing you this is today's trade as well. Pause, where? Right before Asia highs gets taken. Isn't that interesting? And then how's the nature of price? Very corrective. We start to build more buy side. Sell side is swept coming into a new hour, which is London Open. So if we just mark this off as 8 AM, let me just check the trade. Sweet. If we just mark this off coming into a new hour, what have we done? Opened here, small flush down, pop up, and then all this is another reaction. Same thing, just on a small scale. Pull back, easy trade. Simple. So I was able to get 4.2. Could have actually left that running. The highs were at nearly 9%, which is crazy. But overall, just want a piece of the pie, you know. That's the most important thing. Here, today's trade, seeing the same thing. So it doesn't have to play out with the same result, but you can see we've come into the day, swept this internal low off the back of that PDRA being supported. Formed a low, potential low of the day, clear expansion coming into London. And then what do we have here? Pause in price. Isn't that interesting? Right before price takes out Asia highs. You see? Sam, to answer your question, the thought process on the first trade was literally just a my P&L. So I targeted a big round number of 3,770, and that was a good point because we are at all-time highs here. So I can just let price run, but I didn't want to give back the amount of profits that I could have done. So I then locked in profit quite aggressively and then just came out the trade. So that was that. And then today's trade, you can see pause in price to take in Asia. I already know this is likely going to be taken. Nice corrective pullback. Stops below this internal low. Didn't need to be any lower than that. And then price rejects and we start to pop higher.